Good morning, this is Doug, the retired navigator. Welcome to my channel and welcome to the first field test of my new GoPro Hero 13 camera. I'm standing here in Port Canaveral and behind me is the NCL Prima, first of its class. We're going to talk about key features of the ship from the point of view of a 61-year-old solo traveler who's here to primarily read, eat good food, enjoy the drink package, do some kayaking, and maybe get rid of this nasty farmer tan I've been working on all winter. We were originally scheduled to sail the Prima about 3.5 years ago in late 2022 when it first came out, but a bunch of schedule stuff fell through, so we had to cancel. So 3.5 years later, here I am. We're gonna have some fun. So my suitcase is in there on its way hopefully to my room. I've got my Tommies, I got my Oakleys, I got the fancy camera, I got my classy shoes, and I got my Merce, awesome for reading around the ship. So we got everything we need. Let's head on in and we'll be on our way. It should be fun. First thing I do on boarding any ship is explore all the floors. This is the 6th floor. We're the base of the Penrose Atrium and this is the Penrose bar. And look around. First drink of the day is a Mai Tai with a side of rum. Vitamin C. So unless you're visiting one of the 2 bars or eating out for at the fancy restaurants, that's pretty much it for deck 6. So let's check on deck 7 now. Walking down deck 7, we got the fancy watch store. Fancy. Fortunately, I've already got my tag Formula 1, so I'm set for life. But it is fun to look at watches. Another view of the Penrose Atrium where decks 6, 7, and 8 via a great big hole in the floor. It's kind of pretty looking. Welcome to deck 8. We're on our way to explore the outside world here. Oh, there we go. The outside world, and to look at some of the neighboring ships and eventually make our way back to the Indulge food hall. Deck 8 is awesome because it is open to the outside world pretty much all the way around the ship. So if you need a place to sit and read or watch the world move by, deck 8 is the place to be. The nice part is it's all the way around the ship, so if it's hot outside, you can sit on the shady side. If you want to work on your tan, or if it's not too hot outside, you can sit on the sunny side of the ship. So it's a really good deal. Deck 8 is the place to be. Welcome to Indulge. First snack on the ship is fried okra and rumble drink, and recommended by Heather, along with a little bit of shish kebab. Okay, the shish kebab was amazing, and the fried okra was relatively non-slimy and really good, and the sauce was great. Indulge is awesome. It is now time to digest for 5 minutes. We'll get right back to you. They have just announced our rooms already, and maybe all our stuff is there, so we'll wander down to deck 13 now. Oops. There it is, 13513. Click, and we are in. Let's turn this thing on. Here is the solo room. We got our little mini solo bed. We got our fold-out TV so we can watch it from the bed or wherever is needed. We got storage. We got our cabinet here. Click. We'll fill it with stuff in a minute. We got our mirror. We got our desk. We got our fancy chair at the desk. We got more storage, tons of storage. And we got our bathroom here. We got storage. We got the shitter, we got the sink, and a shower, which looks pretty nice and more roomy than I see on most cruise ships. It's gonna be awesome. Hey there, night 1 dinner. We are in Hudson's dining room, the general purpose restaurant, and we have a really nice view of the outside as we blast off to start southwest towards the Caribbean. We are on our way out to sea, and the Caesar salad is incredible, as is the bread and butter and the Pinot Grigio. Shrimp scampi at Hudson's. Long noodles. Very good. Crab. And a little bit of possibly artichoke. Very good. And for dessert, Shiraz and creme brulee. Okay, it's 6:20 p.m. My suitcase arrived sometime in the last few hours, and I'm totally unpacked. Suitcase is under the bed, and there is more than enough room in here for like twice as much as I need to bring, so I'm very happy with the storage. I think the best place for reading and for meeting people and staying out of the elements, such as this morning's 46-knot wind over the deck, is the observation lounge. They've got a great view of the outside. They have snack bar set up sometimes, and they've got all kinds of different chair situations for people to meet and hang out. They've got chairs around a table. They've got chase lounges for just leaning back and watching what's going on outside. And they've got mega couch over here. And every couple meters the furniture changes. Lots of opportunities for watching the great outdoors and for eating. Footage of Starbucks reading area. Other great places I've been reading or looking into reading today is near the Belvedere bar, which opens later than most of the bars. It's there's a huge seating area and it's really nice. I'll get some video of that later. And the Studio Lounge. If you're a onesie on this trip, the Studio Lounge has, in addition to the main room that has, you know, the drink dispensers and the coffee dispensers and the cookies and all. They have awesome cookies. There's also a couple side rooms that just have places to sit and work on paperwork, read your book, and stuff like that. We are on the way to the first of this week's 3 fancy meals tonight at Alamar. Oh yeah. I hope you can see any of this. It's really dark in here, but I'm ordering the grilled prawns and on-top salad and lamb chops, which have been recommended by my wife and research assistant Heather. Yum. This is amazing. Tonight's dessert is cheesecake in a jar, recommended by Heather, and a cappuccino. Oh yeah. Okay, day in Cozumel almost over. I give Cozumel by land and sea my highest recommendation for an excursion. Our leader Josh was super organized, was entertaining, kept us on mission all day long, so we were never wasting time or wondering what the heck we're doing in any particular place. We had 3 events. We did the semisubmersible, is how it's described in the Norwegian website, which basically it's a 2-deck, 2-level boat. We went down to the lower deck, which is all blacked out, has huge windows facing outside and down, and we all packed in there and had a great time for about an hour, just as we scooted over to the Paradise Reef and saw a ton of fish, skates, triggerfish, a barracuda, a ray, and all kinds of different coral. So we had a good time with that. Then we all hopped on the bus and we went over to the Mayan Chocolate Company. Josh gave us a presentation on Mayan culture, Mayan history. We talked about the culture, counting systems, sports, human sacrifice, got to have the human sacrifice, and the role of cacao beans in their economy. It was very well organized. Then we went inside where the company's own chocolate expert talked to us about the preparation of chocolate and how they had to tweak it and jazz it up with more sugar and spices when the Spanish showed up and whined that it was too icky. So that was a really good time. And then finally we went over to Berriosito, which sells amazing tacos and tequila. And we had a really good presentation about where tequila is or isn't made in Mexico, and how some brands, such as you see in the US, say they're tequila, but they're actually not. They're roughly half rum. And we had a really good presentation on that. And then we all had, let's see, hibiscus margaritas and tacos. It was a great time had by all. So giving Cozumel by land and sea, my highest recommendation. Hey, we're at the Cayman Islands and we are on our way to the Mangrove Kayak Adventure. It's going to be awesome. We're heading there via the always fun tender experience, where it takes about an hour to put a few hundred people on this ship. I'm not quite sure why. Hopefully we'll be there in just a few hours and start our kayaking. After getting bussed over to Cayman Bay, we set out on a 1-hour kayak adventure through nearby waterways and mangrove thickets, where we learned about mangroves and erosion and jellyfish and had a great time overall. Charlie from Anchor Tours was an excellent guide. Afterwards, we explored the nearby shopping area for a bit while our shorts and shoes dried out. Best recommendation for getting an actual lounge chair on the Prima's very small pool deck area, sunbathing area, is get yourself a bonus sea day. If you have a stop such as Jamaica, where none of the excursions really, where none of the excursions really spoke to you, stay on board. Half the people are gone, and you might be able to snag a lounge chair before they're all gone. Which means I can finally work on that farmer's tan I've been working on all winter. Look at this stuff. Brown fish belly white. Brown fish belly white. Gonna work on that today. And remember, if you're out laying in the sun for a long time, get a mango meltdown to keep from overheating. Safety first. My favorite restaurant on all the Norwegian ships has always been Le Bistro, the French restaurant. So we're gonna pop in there tonight, and I'm gonna try the lobster thermidor. It's kind of dark and kind of noisy in there, so I'm not sure if we'll get any videos or just take a few pictures. So here we are. We're starting with Gerhard Bertrand number 6 Rosé, and the most standard of pre-appetizer appetizers is salted butter on bread. Yum. Five minutes later, it's still pretty hot, but the baked onion just melts in your mouth. And the cheese is amazing. A pro tip from my researcher and wife Heather. When you're platinum, you get a free bottle of wine. So I chose the French Hampton Water Rosé. But since we're on the drink package and get all the glasses of wine we want, we don't unpack the, open the wine. We just take it home and use it at home. Yay! Good thinking, Heather. The greens, the chopped apples, the tomato, the beets, and the fried cheese are all amazing. This is going to be my go-to salad at Le Bistro in the future.
Wow. Maybe it's cheeseburger, maybe it's drumstick.
Cheeseburger.
You ready, sir?
Oh yeah.
1, 2, and 3.
Oh, this looks amazing. Thank you.
This one.
Lobster chunks and Gruyere cheese and assorted vegetables all squished inside a lobster shell and a side of risotto. This looks and tastes amazing. Oh yeah. So the lobster thermidor was pretty good. Huge chunks of lobster and mushrooms inside the shells. It's almost too much lobster to really enjoy. I know, first world problems. It was pretty good, but next time I'm probably going to go back to the braised lamb shanks, because those are always amazing every time I go. The Île Flottante is my favorite dessert here. It's a strawberry on top of a creme brulee style melted sugar bit, on top of raspberry goo, on top of a piece of meringue, floating in vanilla goo. It's kind of rich, but it's really good. Okay, we're taking a cool down lap on our last day at sea before we dock at Port Canaveral tomorrow. A quick summary. Let's see, on the Prima class, I missed the Atrium. I wish there were a good spot where a bunch of people could sit, face the presenter, face the big TV, and participate in proper trivia contests, watch smaller music shows, or watch craft presentations. The pool area is a bit small on the topic of the pool area. reviewing my footage from yesterday. Sorry about the man boobies. I need to get a few more steps in. The amazing things, as always with NCL, the food and service were amazing. I love the food at the local with its traditional fare. I had breakfast there almost every day. The Indulge with its quirky selections, and of course the specialty restaurants were all amazing. At 3.5 years old, this ship looks and feels absolutely new. Magnificent job by the engineering and hotel people that are keeping it shipshape. I really enjoyed the reading-friendly environments, especially on the beautiful observation lounge, the greenhouse behind Starbucks with its giant windows, and the wraparound deck 8 where I could sit pretty much anywhere, find a couch, and read a book. Made it possible for me to visit, to finish a great sci-fi novel, Emily St. John Mandel's Sea of Tranquility. I really enjoyed that this week. So thanks for tagging along on my cruise this week and for being a part of the test of the my new GoPro Hero 13. We'll do this again sometime. This is Doug, the retired navigator, signing off.